Here's a detailed review of the JTech Digital JTECHVWM044K 2x2 Video Wall Controller Multiviewer Seamless Matrix 4K at 60 Hz input, 4K at 30 Hz output, based on my thorough research across multiple sources, aimed at helping you decide if it's genuinely worth buying. I'll start by asking, what exactly does this device bring to the table, and is it really as capable as the specs suggest? This model is described as a 4-input, 4-output HDMI device that works as a video wall controller, multiviewer and seamless HDMI matrix all in one. The manufacturer says it supports 4K at 60 Hz input, 4.2:0, and outputs up to 4K at 30 Hz. It also supports HDCP 2.2 and other modern standards. So on paper, it offers strong flexibility for digital signage, control room dashboards, conference rooms, or multi-screen video walls. In terms of build and features, what stands out? The unit allows 10 different video wall configurations, including 2x2 and 5 multiviewer presets for each HDMI output. It supports seamless switching with zero latency, as claimed, which means transitions between sources should appear smooth. It has HDMI Type A inputs, outputs, supports 4 HDMI in, 4 HDMI out. It also includes 232 rupees and LAN control in many listings, enabling integration with control systems. These features make it well suited for professional AV installations rather than just casual consumer use. On the usability front, for someone installing large screens, for example a 2x2 video wall, in a meeting room, lobby, or commercial space, this controller offers a lot of flexibility. If you're in Kathmandu planning a digital signage or multi-monitor display, the ability to route 4 sources to either a single large video wall or to multiple separate outputs is valuable. The seamless matrix means you can switch dynamically between feeds, source A to output 1, source B to output 2, etc., without noticeable delay. The multiviewer means you can display multiple sources simultaneously on one output, e.g., 4-way split. That means you can use the device for both dynamic switching and fixed display tasks. Let's be honest though, no product is perfect. The JTECHVWM04 has some limitations worth noting. First, while the input supports 4K at 60 Hz, the output maxes at 4K at 30Hz, meaning if your application demands 4K at 60 Hz output across the wall, this isn't matching that ideal. That may impact fluidity of motion for some use cases. Second, for very large or high-end video wall installations, for example larger than 2x2, or where each screen is super high refresh, this device may not suffice. You may need a higher spec or dedicated video wall processor. Third, installation complexity is non-trivial. You'll need correct cabling, HDMI runs, possibly extenders if distance is long, power, ventilation for the unit, and configuration of video wall mode which requires some technical setup. If your local AV support in Nepal is limited, this may add cost. Fourth, while the unit supports modern standards, HDCP 2.2, you'll still need to ensure all connected screens, sources are compatible, HDMI versions, EDID management, etc., to avoid handshake issues. So, is it worth the investment? For many users, yes, especially if you're setting up a 2x2 video wall or multiple display outputs and need flexibility to route sources, multi-view capabilities and professional-grade switching, matrix control. The value lies in its combined features, video wall plus matrix plus multiviewer, rather than buying separate devices. If your use case is more modest, single screen, low refresh content, you might find simpler HDMI switchers or splitters cheaper. But if you want a versatile, future-ready AV processor for commercial installs, this is a strong choice. In conclusion, after researching it thoroughly across multiple sources, I believe the JTech Digital JTECHVWM044K 2x2 video wall controller is worth it for the right user. Someone who needs advanced display routing, multiple sources, outputs, multi-view layouts and professional signage or monitoring installation. If you go in aware of its limitations, output 30 Hz at 4K, installation complexity, cabling needs, and ensure compatibility with your displays and sources, this device offers solid capability and good value. Click the link below for the best price.